When you look at John McClane's character in the film Die Hard, when he's sitting on that aeroplane, he could have been anyone. But then the writer introduced John McClane in a way that made people see that John McClane have some fear, and that is the fear of flying. And then John McClane's background is introduced, or part of his background. We find out that John McClane is a policeman, not telling the person sitting next to him on the seat, in that seat, that is a policeman. But when he reached out to get his carry-on bag, the other passenger saw his gun. And John McClane just said, "It's okay, I'm a cop." But then also the way he said it, that was also very important. The other passenger, when he saw John McClane's fear of flying, tried to make out as if flying is no problem to him because of a way he discovered to get past his fears. And when John McClane saw him looking at his gun, the way he said that he was a policeman, he tried to comfort the man, but also want to show the man that he's not some kind of fool. Then later on, another aspect of John McClane is introduced. We found out that he's a policeman. We found out that he had some fear. But then later on, we find out why he went there.
So your lady live out here? About the past 6 months.
The reason why he was on that plane, that was very important. Because of what happened later in the film. When the terrorists or the thieves took over the building, it was immediately believable that John McClane could do those things he did in the film because of his background as a policeman. And you also knew that John McClane had a lot of years as a policeman. He had experience. And that was so important. The plot is important. The characters is important. The setting is very important. But how do you bring everything together? That is very, very important. And most amateur filmmakers and writers don't think about that. They don't even give it a second thought. And that is because all the year, when they go to training, when they watch tutorial videos or read tutorials, this thing of plot, character, setting, all those things are drilled into their heads. But most of the time, how to bring these things together is not drilled into their heads. And this is where and why the stories or scripts fail. Because very little thought is given to narrative. Very little thought is given to how they should tell their story, how they should bring everything together. And as I've said before, narrative is the glue that holds everything together after bringing it together. The plot, the characters, the crisis, the conflict, how it is resolved. It brings it all together, but then it also helps it to unfold through the way the story is told. That is why narrative is so important. Narrative gives information. It helps to show what is happening, why it is happening, how it is happening. But binding it together and unfolding it on screen is the most important function of narrative.